The sign test is a very simple non-parametric statistical test. It simply involves counting up the number of positive and negative signs, hence why it's called the sign test. The sign test is a test of difference. It's used with a repeated measures design and nominal data. Let's imagine we were carrying out a study to discover if students change their attitude towards the death penalty after watching the film The Green Mile. Our experimental hypothesis would be watching the film The Green Mile will influence students' attitudes to the death penalty. This is a non-directional or two-tailed hypothesis as we haven't specified in which way their attitudes will change. Once we have carried out our research and gathered our data, we then need to enter our data into a table. In this example, a change of attitude from being for the death penalty to being against the death penalty was allocated a negative sign, and the opposite change, being against and then for, was given a positive sign. The calculation for the sign test is really simple. All you need to do is add up the number of times the least frequent sign appears. In our table, the least frequent sign is the positive sign, and it appears once. So S, sign, equals 1. That's all the calculation you need to do. Our next step is to discover if this result is statistically significant. In order to do that, we must consult critical value tables. We need to find the critical value for S. In our example, the number of scores is 9, as one of the scores didn't change, and we leave that one out. If we now look at the critical value table, the critical value for a two-tailed test at 5% is 1. This means that the null hypothesis can be rejected. The test result was statistically significant. In other words, in our example, most people did change their opinion after watching the film The Green Mile. In the sign test, the calculated value must be less than or equal to the critical value in order to be significant. This was a very simple example. However, it's important to note that we can use the sign test with ordinal data instead of the Wilcoxon test. In this case, it's the level of analysis that is at the nominal level, because we are simply looking for a positive or negative change, and we're not interested in the magnitude of that change.